Hello! Today we're playing Rue Valley. Now this is a game that I know has been compared to Disco Elysium. I played a demo a while back and it definitely has some sort of similar gameplay, but it's its own thing. And the developers actually kind of insisted when the publisher sent me the code, they were like, you know, it's not Disco Elysium, like, it is its own thing. So let's check out what it is. This is my first time playing it outside of the demo, like I said. I think the demo might be the first half an hour or so of the game, so I might maybe make a slightly different character, because I think there was some character selection at the beginning, but we'll see. I've heard lots of things about this game, some good, some not so good. It's always good to sort of, you know, decide things for yourself a little bit. Right. Just double check if there's anything in the settings that I need to worry about. Resolution. Yeah, can I not put it in 4K? Why? That was weird. No, save. Okay. New game. Okay. That's a bit of a weird warning. Hi, Squiz. Hey, Finley. I got sent a code for it. Oh. Define character personality. Here you go. So you can put stuff in. I am a bit calculated. Oh, so you have to... You're basically pushing floors. That's kind of interesting. I am a bit... I'd say I'm more secretive than awkward. No, I'm a bit awkward. I don't know. I'll put a few points into introverted. A bit sensitive and a bit of that. Right, I'll do that. Actually, when I'm gonna put that. I think... I'm so extremely introverted. This is fine, I think. I don't want to be too extreme for anything. Right, let's go. Rue Valley. Beep, beep. Don't forget, like the stream, you should come in. That does help out a bunch. I do love the art style.
Still with me, Mr. Harrell?
Mm-hmm. My mind did wander off.
No worries, Mr. Harrell. I'm aware that you may be experiencing a slight lack of motivation.
I have a lack of motivation. A total lack of motivation. Doesn't sound good. Rather stay in bed all day instead of attending this fast they call therapy in the middle of nowhere.
We'll surely be coming back to this condition of yours later during our...
Your personality is represented.
But for now, I just want you to acknowledge its existence and try to stay aware of it at all times, if possible.
Silence befalls the room. A muffled clanging sound from outside, only making the moment more uncomfortable.
That's good to hear. Now, in order to keep us focused, I always limit the session length to exactly 1 hour, hence the alarm. However, since this is your first session, I'll allow a few questions, if there's anything. It may be hard to understand the need for isolation at first, but my this place is ideal in that regard. However, it's understandable that you need... That's also why I haven't asked you to hand over your phone. Any other questions?
That's all.
All right then. You should go and check in at the office. You're...
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Oh, that's what it was.
Spit it out already! Come on, you thief! I'll break you open if I have to.
Can I not talk to her? Oh, there we go. What's to be done with lunatics like her? Coughed while drinking, that's bad. There must be a better way to help a distressed person rather than locking them up. But I have a lack of motivation.
Coffee, you jerk! Spit it out already!
Yes, Rue Valley Motel.
Afternoon, Chris.
Our Coral Destiny internet antenna is... No, the repair...
I'm too introverted to get her attention. Boo.
Mm-hmm.
Time in the game does not progress outside of dialogue, so you need to find a way to kill time.
Yes, I have rebooted the modem. Of course it's urgent! Our guests don't have Wi-Fi, the credit card machines are dead.
Let's sit down. Let's just wait. I can just wait until she finishes the call.
Listen, I know what I'm talking...
Can I like, hit the bell?
No, I don't want a customer satisfaction survey. I want the internet!
I'm too paranoid to hold a pen. This is very relatable. A huge rocket and a group of people in red jumpsuits. 3 bottled water for the people of Rue Valley, courtesy of Coral Destiny, your favorite space agency. Okay, I've got a leaflet.
Hi, yes, Coral Destiny antenna, Rue Valley Motel. Oh, case number? It's 6AUG27. The text said it'd be up by noon today, but it's 8 p.m.
A lot of random boxes. Am I gonna have to play with my phone?
Yes,
I don't want to.
your colleagues already suggested I reboot the modem. I even tried a backup router.
Check out the leaflet. Yeah, I don't know. It is nice when you have a phone when you're in a waiting room or something like that. But it does, like, I feel so proud of myself if I go for a long while and don't ever look at my phone. Hey, TJ, how's it going? We're proud to share our resources with Rue Valley, providing clean water. It sounds definitely like they're drugging people through the water, don't they?
physical antenna.
I'm just trying to do everything other than look at my phone for some reason. Yeah, I like the art.
What do you mean it's settled? I need the internet. Could you...
What? I can't get attention. Have I got to look at my phone? There's nothing else I can do.
Transfer me to billing. Why would... No, this isn't about payment. Hello? Hi, yes.
Bloody hell. I guess I'm gonna have to check my phone. I've been trying so hard not to. Scroll through a feed. None of the pictures or posts are loading correctly. Oh no.
Miss Heard? No, she said Sunday noon. I wrote it down. Hi,
right, there
can
we
I
go.
help you? I would have hung up earlier if I knew you were waiting for me. You didn't feel like... Okay, so, number six.
Last
That's
one on the second floor. Okay.
This is your key card. Oh, I see you're confused by this. Well, we decided to modernize for a number of reasons. Actually, one reason, to be perfectly honest, the guests just kept on losing their keys. It was exhausting. So, yes, we decided to use electronic...
She talks too much.
How great is that? So, here...
I'm too paranoid to sign it without reading it. I quite like this, the way they're doing the behavior things. That like, oh, I've got too much paranoia to do stuff.
Just that, you know, people usually sign it without reading. It's probably... Thank you for... I'm here if you need...
Ba ba ba. Let's go. Yeah, like the game looks absolutely amazing. The visual style is so cool. I feel like lots of games go for a visual style a bit like this and it ends up looking ugly. I think there's real skill in making a game look like aesthetically pleasing and kind of interesting and grimy. My bedroom. I can't deal with it now. Oh my god. Hooray! I am able to make decisions. I have unpacked. It always feels good. If I only ever unpack from a suitcase if I'm staying in a hotel for more than like a night, maybe two. But it does feel good when you unpack a suitcase. I hate it when you get glasses, they're all fogged up. It's gross. Why is there a chair there? No, I didn't mean to do that. It just hangs there carefree. What's it going to say about the toilet brush? Hiding in its grim corner. That's great. That's a lovely way to describe a toilet. I'm never going to look at a toilet brush quite the same way again. I don't want to go on my phone when I'm trying to sleep. There we go. There we go. Check who's calling. Of course I'd check who's in. I can see my battery and signal on the bottom.
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case. Well, if my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in treatment which, in our opinion... Now, I'm sure you're quite concerned, Mr. Harrow, but don't worry. We're here to help you regain your rights. I mean, we have only known each other for a couple of minutes, so I presume you're ready for the next step in our cooperation? Of course, of course. I'll assume you have nothing against me. Eugene, Mr. Harrow, it was...
weird. Boop. It's cool. It's got cool vibes so far, this game. Start thinking about things. Vending machine girl. Gideon.
Silverleaf, Mr. Harrow?
Percy. Who's the person around? Okay. It's horrible. Why am I going through a nightmare? What's this new feeling? The checkout. No. I don't have enough motivation to deal with it. I'm thirsty. Let's get up and get some water. Can I not get water from there? Can I not just... Turn on tap and drink some water. Jet Black. Yeah, I'm not drinking that. Gross. Do you guys, if you're watching this, do you want me to read out all of the things as we go through? Or should I just... Can you read it and keep up? This is quite small text. Oh no.
Oh, come on.
Right, let's find something to drink. So right now, for anyone who's just joining, I am trying to find some water. There's some lightning. You want me to read it? Okay, I'll do that. The battered machine seems to be decades old, except for a newly installed, comically large reddish button. Someone choose to press a couple of keys or check the label. Yeah, I'll check the label, of course. It reads drinking water for the people of Rue Valley, free of charge, courtesy of Cold Destiny. Well, then I'll press the reddish button. Get the free water. Which I don't think we should drink, probably. Right, I gained a water bottle. How come the water is free? The label on the bottle reads Cold Destiny. Think, man, think. You allowed yourself to be seduced by the promise of that cool, fresh sip. Stop and ask yourself the important questions. Who benefits from free water? Why would anyone just give away something of value for nothing? What if they poisoned us? Are they trying to get us addicted? I think they poisoned it. But I am thirsty, and so I'm gonna drink it. Precautions be damned. You rip open the bottle cap and start draining the water until you hold a short plastic husk in your hand. What? Suddenly the night sky turns blood red and you feel an infinite scream passing through everything. Unbearable anxiety washes over you. What is going on? You can't run away from the whole sky on fire any better than you can from your own past. At least I don't have to face it. I'm just closing my eyes. I'm just standing there and closing my eyes while the sky sets on fire. Oh my god. Your eyelids connect and the darkness reaches for a mere second, but as always the carousel of suffering starts spinning immediately. How do I let go of my anxiety? That's easy, simply let go of yourself. Nobody can stop being themselves. Now the receptionist is talking to me. I see you're confused by this. The receptionist says whimsically, emerging from the whirlwind. Hey Jesus, you were expecting an old-fashioned key, weren't you? What I wasn't expecting is you! But the receptionist disappears, and instead of the fiery sky begins burning its way through the darkness, cutting several straight narrow slits in your closed eyelids. Oh my god. I want this to stop. I'll just squeeze my eyes. Well then, keep craving, keep clinging, keep suffering. I have no choice. So I drank the water, and then the sky went on fire. That's not good.
Still with me, Mr. Harrow?
And now I'm back with this. So I can think of something tasty, interesting, sexy, or soothing. I'll think of something soothing.
Mr. Harrow, can you hear? It's all right.
Hello. Well, I have some real anxious apprehension. He pauses.
I'm aware that you may be experiencing this slight lack of motivation right now, and will surely be coming back to this condition of yours.
Lack of motivation. That's the least of your worries, while your mind is filled with this crushing, overwhelming sense of impending... Wait, did you hear that? Am I going to hear the thud of the vending machine? A muffled sound of metallic clanging from outside diverts your frayed attention. For some unknown reason, your heartbeat accelerates and cold sweat appears in your armpits.
At all times, if possible. Good.
I'll just nod.
Now, in order to keep... However, since... Mr. Harrow...
I'm trying to act stable. And I failed because I'm too sensitive to act stable. I'm gonna cry. Your face wrinkles in spasm and tears burst out of your eyes suddenly as if a pressurized canister full of ocean water has been ruptured by a stray bullet. You recognize great compassion in his voice. Gradually, sob by sob, you calm down till your breathing slows down to its usual tempo.
There are tissues on the table if you need them.
I'll use a tissue.
Feeling a little better? Good.
It's interesting, you can skip backs and forwards through the conversation. I quite like that. It's pretty cool. Yeah, right now, I am the only person streaming this game on Twitch. The only one.
May I ask, how is your sleep these days?
I haven't slept in months.
Is that...
I mean, I actually have. He seems to inspect the dark circles under your eyes.
If you happen to have trouble falling asleep tonight...
A purple pill.
Remember, what I'm giving you is a mild, non-prescription herbal hypnotic drug. Nothing more.
A hypnotic drug? Is that a
Hopefully
thing?
It'll help you calm down and get some rest tonight. We'll continue tomorrow. All right then. Now you only need to pick up the key card.
So I just need my key card from... I couldn't analyze this stuff before. E24. Can I just wander into his bathroom?
The exit is behind you.
That's the bathroom. Oh. Yeah, I can use the bathroom. Oh, what's this? The book's cover's dominated by a stunning redhead, her face elegantly made up, her dress tight. Shadows gather all around her, but a gun in her hand shows she's ready for any threat. Not to mention that with that décolletage, she's definitely dressed to kill. Yeah, that's true. I don't know who Raymond Briggs is, but yeah, the Max Payne comic books drawings a little bit. Above the woman, the title, Lilith Undercover. Below the author's name, T.J. Samson. Toilet literature. T.J. Samson. A man with eyes red from crying meets your gaze from the other side of the mirror. He looks exactly like you, but somehow doesn't feel like you. You must have gotten lost in thought for a moment while the doctor was speaking. It couldn't have possibly happened more than a couple of minutes ago. It feels like an hour's passed since. And then the sound of that old alarm clock awakened you from a daydream you can't remember, and this overwhelming tsunami of dread appeared out of nowhere. I can swallow the purple pill. I don't need to swallow that just yet. There's something fishy about the mirror. What? I think I should calm myself down with some water. Oh yeah, but the water's horrible. Yeah, I'm not touching the water. I forgot about the water being horrible. It's, I'm now guessing that there's secretly a hidden camera behind the mirror and the doctor is secretly recording his patients. No one way to find out. I opened the cabinet door, but there's no camera. There's a roll of toilet paper and a bottle of whiskey. Illustration depicts a stoic, armored warrior, icicles clinging to his mustache as he stares blankly through a bottle clutched in his bare frozen hand. Below the figure in a purple old-fashioned font it says, Numb Night Sour Mash. The recipe stays the same. 40% alcohol by volume. 80 proof. I'm not going to take a few sips of whiskey. Right, let's leave.
Refreshed yourself? Feeling a bit...
A bit, yeah.
That's good.
But the water is gross. So, am I going to be able to talk to this person? Just get away from her. Weird. What else is
I'll
here?
break you open if I have to.
Oh my god. Haven't really explored on this side. There's a dumpster. Plastic bottles, some empty, others half empty. A partially eaten breakfast, some old clothes, torn and faded, all covered in a mixture of grease and spoiled orange soda. Amid this monkey call, you catch a glimpse of your own face. Better stay away. You can't stay away from your own face. Okay, this guy's got a bit more off the deep end than I have.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
Fire extinguisher reminds me of that old pop song. I'm burning inside day and night, bring me the hose. What is that? I don't know what that song is. Turn me into a landslide. Amazing, you still remember that ridiculous summer hit from a few years back. Could have come in handy at a nightclub if there were one anywhere around here.
Spit it out already!
Is this my car? It's my car, sad and miserable, just like me.
Thief.
Transformers buzzing softly.
I'll break you open if I have to.
Transformers. Coiled like a sleeping serpent. Oh, and I did have a nightmare of snakes
I understand, but the text said today. Of course it's urgent.
Of course it was
hold
urgent.
on. Hello, reception. Yeah.
Because you were crying out by the end of the session, Dr. Fink must have warned the reception of my condition. I'll smile at her. She smiles back
Hello?
at me.
I'm. Hello,
Oh, that's nice.
Mr.
I am ready to check in.
Everything is in perfect order. Don't you worry.
Hello.
All right then. So, number
She's
6.
talking to me like
That's
I'm a child.
the last one on the second
Oh,
floor.
no.
Everything's ready for you. This is your key card. Oh, I see you're confused.
I'm not confused.
You must be very tired. Here. I'll just need your
Thanks.
signature.
I'm still too paranoid to not read it, even though I have already read this.
Oh,
Read the whole document. Signed
thank
it.
you for your trust. I'm here if you need.
Bye. Can I talk to you about anything else?
How can I help you, Mr.
Nothing. Right, let's go.
Give me my coffee, you jerk!
What's down here? Just a bench. Can I just run into the desert? The sun still burns as bright as if it were in zenith. Its heat absorbed by asphalt. You won't get far without a car. Let's stare at the road for a bit. A feeling of longing and restlessness starts to well up inside you. You can't help but wonder what lies beyond the horizon, beyond the limits of this suffocating desert. But even if you weren't trapped here, you wouldn't go. You may long for the sense of adventure that comes from being on the road, but all you can do is stand and stare. And wish for what could have become of that young man that you once were. A long time ago. Should I narrate some audiobooks? This does feel like I'm just reading you all a lovely story. It's a post on the wall. What's that about? Right, let's do proper audiobook time. The colours have been bleached by the sun, but you can still make out the image of an orange setting sun, as well as the words Rue Ballet written above the illustration. Inspect the illustration. The picture is quite detailed, but the colours have been obliterated by the sun, making it impossible to discern the main subject, let alone the finer details. You squint your eyes and try to make sense of the confusing shapes, but everything seems blurred and distorted. However, as you keep looking, you finally start to see a magnificent stage, a ballerina dancing gracefully, a lively group of musicians, and an audience dressed in formal attire. Check out the stage. The stage is adorned with elegant curtains, and a strange chandelier is hanging from the edge of the poster. A ballerina wearing a tutu stands in the center of the poster, on point, with her arms gracefully extended above her head, almost like she's waving to you. The varnished wood of the violins is reflecting the orange hues of the setting sun. The curved bodies of cellos stand tall and proud, and a trumpet player holds his instrument with arched back, his silhouette reminiscent of a tree struck by lightning. The men appear to be dressed in tuxedos, the women in elegant evening gowns. They seem to be fixated on a stage, their overly stylized faces seemingly expressing a range of emotions from awe to excitement. How did a poster for such a highbrow event end up on the wall of a run-down motel in the middle of nowhere? Something's odd here. I've got no time for this. Leave. Hi, James. How's it going? How are you? Oh, hi, James. This is Rue Valley. So far, we seem to have looped time around and experienced the same thing twice. Why am I afraid of unpacking? Perhaps you're scared of what you might find inside? Or maybe worried that by unpacking you accept you're going to stay here for some time. They're going to keep me here forever, aren't they? Yes. Perhaps I could relax a bit in the armchair instead? Let's have a nice sit down. As soon as your buttocks touch the frayed armchair seat, tiredness overwhelms you. Coming to this nowhere motel to attend therapy you don't need has drained you both physically and mentally. All you want is to sleep, but unnerving restlessness is gnawing at you from the inside like a colony of termites munching on a piece of dead wood. I'm staring at the suitcase. What a pitiful, inert object. It's full of my stuff. Stuff, clothes, phone charger, toothbrush. Might as well be empty. But it isn't. Let's just sleep. I'm just sleeping in this armchair. Hi, Whitey. How's it going? I stuck to the deal. I did my Warzone morning. Yep. Check who's calling. It's gonna be the same guy.
Hello, sir. Am I speaking with Eugene Harrow?
What can I do for you,
well, Mr.
Eugene?
Harrow, the real question is, what can we do for you?
What can you do for me?
My name is Percy Rugger, and I'm a senior sales executive at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy. We'd like to offer our help regarding your case.
Who gave you this number?
Well, Mr. Harrow, to be honest, I don't even have your number. It was randomly selected by the computer. The privacy of our potential clients is among our core values here at Ulterior Paralegal Exploits Consultancy, I can assure. Now, if my information is correct, you have recently been unjustly forced to participate in treatment which, in our opinion, may have consequences not aligned with your best interests.
I'd rather not talk about it.
Mr. Harrow, I completely understand how you feel. Even for me, it's hard to talk, hard to even think about the injustice that has occurred. But we will work together to put an end to this undue response to your, well, unique situation. I mean, we have only known each other for a couple of minutes, and I can already see what a strong-willed individual you are. You know what you want, and nothing will stop you from getting it. So I presume you're ready for the next step in our cooperation?
Do I have to decide right now? This is all happening so suddenly.
I completely understand what you're trying to say, Mr. Harrow. To make things easier for you, I'll simply write down your general consent here and forward your case to my colleagues in our paralegal department. They'll contact you shortly. Well, Mr. Harrow, it was a colossal pleasure talking with you. Juice!
What's juice? I've never heard that. Let's just go back to sleep. And as your mind begins to drift, reality fades away. For a precious moment, there's only darkness and silence, but your mind refuses to calm down, And soon your thoughts start chasing each other in circles. New things. The careless driver. Judging by the careless driving you just witnessed, the man's either under the influence or another patient of Dr. Fink's. Seems to be in a hurry. In a hurry to break his neck, perhaps? When did this happen? This evening. But later. Suddenly the night sky turns blood red and you feel an infinite scream passing through everything. Unbearable anxiety engulfs you. You have to get away, but you can't run away from the whole sky being on fire any better than you can from your own past. Then suddenly everything happened again. Everything again, but nothing after. For a split second, the whole world was exploding, but it was just a thunderclap, the loudest one you ever witnessed. Does this motel even have a lightning rod installed? Next time it might hit me. While you're already thinking about the next strike, your heart is still racing from the first one. The meaning of what you've just experienced is still hard to grasp. Is this some weird deja vu? The memory seems so real, and yet these things clearly never happened. Have you actually gone completely mad? And they were right to send you to Dr. Fink. But what if the careless driver really does show up? What if lightning actually strikes the motel and the night sky turns red? And formulate a thought. Memory or fantasy? How can you remember something that's yet to happen? Then again, why would you imagine things so specific? I don't have enough willpower. You want to get up and find out if these strange memories will play out in reality, or if it's all but a fever dream of a lunatic. But you can't. It's all too much. All you really want is to forget you ever even had these weird visions. To forget about being here. To forget about the incident. Let's just stay in the armchair forever. Seconds feel like minutes, and minutes feel like hours. As you close your eyes, the images return again, chasing one another. You can't seem to calm down. Can I just keep doing this forever? I can mess with my phone. Every post feels like you've already seen it before. You play a game of hyper-casual protagonists. This was supposed to be relaxing. Swallow the purple pill? Why not? I'm just forcing a pill down my throat using saliva as a lubricant. Gross. You help the purple capsule find its way into your stomach. Now I'll close my eyes again. Gradually your thoughts begin to slow down, your consciousness lights up its feverish grip on you. No turmoil. You enjoy the lamp texture on the wall. I've lost my anxious apprehension. That's good. Was it a purple pill? It doesn't matter. Nothing matters. Let's embrace the sweet relief. Like a leaf on the wind, you're tossed this way and that. Firefly reference. Wind. I really like the music to this. I think it's cool. This whole game feels very cool. I'm not going to play loads of it, by the way, because I don't want to spoil stuff for people. Like, if you want to try it yourself, it'd be very frustrating having to do lots of it. What is this? A tiny spark of light seems to have taken root deep inside you. It must have broken away from that mighty forked bolt of the brightest lightning you ever saw earlier. A spark still without shape, without purpose, but full of potential. The sound of the loudest thunder jerks you out of your slumber. The speck of energy now fully grown is pulsing in your chest. You remember this feeling. I've lost my lack of motivation, and I've gained 1 inspiration. And as you finally recognize what it is, your pathetic attempt at forgetting about what you experienced earlier is shattered. I can now commit. Intention acquired. You have to find out if the careless driver showed up again. You must know if the sky will really be set ablaze. You need to see if everything will happen again, and if it does, you need to remember. Get up. Alright, let's go check it out. Can I do anything with the suitcase? The suitcase seems less important now. The rain has slackened off and you see nothing out of the ordinary, nothing you could put your finger on. If the careless driver visited the motel, he should have left already while you were sleeping. Should have found the strength to get up earlier. There, it's not your fault, you were incapacitated. You glance towards the parking lot. As you stare at the reflections on the wet, dark asphalt, the memory begins unfolding in your mind again. He enters the car, starts the engine, and then he hits the transformer while driving in reverse, smashing his rear light before driving away in a cloud of smoke. If this really happened, you may be able to find some evidence down there. Let's go. Let's go see what's down there. Really nice use of parallax in this. Like, look at the light from the lamp is sort of hovering in front of everything, and the reflections. It's very cool. Adds a lot of depth to it. Inspect the transformer. Transformer doesn't show any obvious sign of the impact, but if I look at the shards, there's several small ones scattered around, translucent triangles and rhomboids. The largest of them is lying right next to Transformer, shiny and wet, boldly staring at you from the dirty asphalt. This shard is obviously part of a broken taillight. This means he's been here already. There's no other option. Is this all a hoax? Am I being set up? Could be. Oh no, the sky. And then before you can wrap your head around all this, the skies are once again set ablaze. Exactly as you remembered, only confusing you even further. What will happen now? Will you find yourself back at Dr. Fink's office in a moment? Will you remember anything? Or was this a one-time thing and the evening will now continue as if nothing has happened? Befuddled, you cast your gaze on your wristwatch. It's 8:47 PM. From now on, you'll have the time displayed. So something happens at 8:47. So I have 47 minutes. So we're now back to 8 PM.
Still with me, Mr. Harrell? Mr.
A muffled sound of metallic clanging from the outside interrupts your train of thought, and suddenly an image of a young woman punching and kicking your vending machine emerges in your mind. But like the first rock in an avalanche, it's inevitably followed by others and more memories start emerging. The receptionist, the funder, the mysterious driver, and finally that of yourself standing in front of the transformer under the fiery sky, hoping you won't forget everything again. Everything happened again. The loudest of the thunderclaps happened as you foresaw. You found several red plastic shards by the power transformer where the careless driver smashed his rear light, and then the sky turned red again. Time loop. Seems like you're trapped in some sort of time loop where the same 47 minutes repeat over and
Time
over.
loop? I don't think I follow, Mr. Harrow.
Time loop. You just had to say it out loud. Good luck explaining it. I'm trapped in a time loop. Well, that ain't the smartest thing to say to a psychotherapist at the end of your first session. He's probably going to draft you a certificate of sanity right now.
I see.
He gives you a concerned look and starts to scribble something in his notebook. You're pretty sure that he wrote down the word crazy at least once. Next 47 minutes are repeating over and over again. He scribbles a few more words.
And how does that make...
He doesn't believe you. He thinks you're crazy.
Mr. Harrow, it doesn't matter if I believe you or not. We are here to understand your situation and take the appropriate actions.
Another scribble. You think I'm crazy? Yes.
Of course not. I'm just keeping notes so we can be on track in our next sessions. For which I think you could use a good night's rest. You should go and check in at the office. The exit is behind you. That's the back. Of course.
It's quite hard to select the right thing on Xbox. The first page bears the usual book blabber. Publisher, printer, copyright owner, international standardized book number, all the boring stuff. Second page has the author's dedication to Rosemary and her tea. Without both, this book wouldn't exist. Below the print scribbled by hand. To Gideon, good fun. You need some of that in your life right now. And an illegible signature. I'm going to take the book. I'm going to steal his book. Do I want to take a few sips of whiskey? Why not? I'm a bit tipsy. There we go. I just drank a little bit of whiskey. As you step out of the doctor's office trying to keep your attention away from the angry woman at the vending machine, you can't help but be pulled towards the only fragment of your previous life. Your car. Through the years of neglect and a few layers of desert sand, you managed to catch a glimpse of your own reflection in the car's window. Are you really thinking of running away? Yes. Bold choice. Nothing says I'm unsure of my life like flooring it into the great unknown or slinking back home. This can't be real. The motel creaks around you like it's alive, like it's in on a joke, creepy as it may be, but it's painfully real, boringly, mind-numbingly real. I didn't ask to be here. You need a place to catch your breath, not one that steals it away. I just want to leave this godforsaken place. Who's to say you won't just trade one dump for another? This place kind of suits you. It's broken and run down, rotting from the inside out, a perfect match. I can talk with her now, so I don't have the lack of motivation. I don't feel the lethargy. I'm not too anxious to talk to her. Why do you need coffee this late?
Says the guy who looks like he's had at least 7 cups already.
Hi, James. Let's go.
This would be... Excuse me.
Is there no other place to get coffee around here?
No, unfortunately not. I'm stuck with this broken piece of antiquity.
She turns her attention back to the machine.
Work, you piece of crap. Misery loves company, I guess. But seriously, what do we do now?
Can I fix it? I don't have enough willpower to learn how to fix the vending machine.
Come on, you thief! I'll break you open if I have to.
I can drive. What if I drive? I'm going to drive north. I can just drive away. Am I going to come back? Oh, wow. A little bit of jazz. Oh, I did get somewhere. There's a barrier. Each bollard bears a Coral Destiny logo faintly glowing in the dim light. This company that out the water, space company. Brand new with a purpose. They'll slap their name on anything. What's next? Giant logos projected on the overpass while some futuristic speaker drones. Please remain calm, wait for the robot to end. And a vending machine robot rolls up, offering complimentary hydration, courtesy of Coral Destiny, plus a smiling pamphlet dispenser. It's oddly specific and a little terrifying. I didn't think it was going to let me out of the motel. An old overpass that doesn't look like it's been used recently. You take a seat on a steel structure and let your legs swing loosely over the road. You're trapped in an ever-repeating 47 minutes. There has to be an explanation. Sure, but where to start? You're stuck in a random place and time. Nothing seems to happen, and yet too many things do happen to know them all. Small events, insignificant, forgettable stuff. Yet still, you have to observe everything, everywhere, all at once. It's another film reference there. Then somehow discern the important stuff from background noise and remember it. Your memory is the only tool you have at your disposal. Information is the key to solving it. So just observe and do nothing. You could do stuff too, sure. It's just that sitting on your ass and watching things unravel is much easier. No willpower required. You'll wait until something interesting happens. Tranquility engulfs you as you wait for something noteworthy to happen. Other than the monotonous burble of the creek, nothing interesting happens. You still see the silhouette of the motel sign in the distance as you feel time pass. See a stocky man in his 50s gasping for breath while riding a bicycle. Poor guy's in a hurry. If he doesn't stop somewhere soon, he'll get soaked. I'm just gonna wait and see what happens. The rain's about to start and he begins to wonder what will happen next. You know the careless driver drove from the motel in the direction of this roadblock. How did he get past the roadblock? This is really interesting. Like, this is cool. So we've got about 10 minutes. There's the thunder. As the thunder subsides, you realise now of every passing loop, it seems to start you a bit less if your body's getting used to it. But the driver's still nowhere to be seen, and the first time you saw him, he was right there in the motel parking lot before the thunder. A slew of questions surrounds you like swarm bees. Could he be aware of the loop as well? Why is he not back in his place like everything else? Where could he be? Did he manage to leave? Will he return? He's special. So the driver didn't come and do the same thing as everything else. Can I just run? Walks the rest of the way. I just walked into the desert. But I could only go 9 minutes. I am soaked and a bit tipsy. Stocky man. Just walking out into the desert. That's cool. And then we go back to the beginning. So I guess from now on, the game is like you trying to work out what's going on with that 47 minutes and doing different things.
Still with
That's
me, Mr.
really
Harrow?
interesting. I'm definitely gonna check more of this out. I did say to the developers that I wouldn't spoil too much, because I always think it's weird when streamers stream games like this, story-based games, so it's like, if I show you too much, then you're never gonna want to buy it, so it's like bad for the developer. So, gonna stop it there, but thank you everyone that did tune in to watch this. I'll leave the VOD up for this if you just caught the end of it. Super interesting game. I'm really digging this. I think it's good. So thank you very much for watching.